I got a problem. I got a strange addiction. Somebody help me. I need an intervention. It ain't alcohol or weed. There's just one thing that I need. I got an addiction to fruit trees. Got an addiction to fruit trees. I take a persimmon to breathe. Hey, the next one I'm getting jujube. Got an addiction to fruit trees. Peace, family. All right, so y'all have heard me talk about root and fruit, and you saw the container with the amazing NPK numbers. And I had mentioned that I was going to do a video where I was showing, what root and fruit was, like what was in it. And that is the purpose of this video. Now, if you recall, I talked about in the video that I did showing how I make my bone meal. I talked about, I do it because I have access to bones, and also there's certain meats that I don't mess with. And, it may be faulty logic, but I feel like if I don't eat certain things, I don't want to feed it to my plants, because then they're kind of feeding it back to me. And like I said, that may be faulty, but that's just how I look at it. And then also, I feel like if I can use bones, that I would generally throw away, I would feel like I got more than my money's worth. So there's 3 basic ingredients in root and fruit. And when I decided to make it, when I thought about it with the intention of making something that would help the rooting and the fruiting of my fruits and vegetables. I have a lot of nitrogen-based materials. Like I've got alfalfa meal out the yin yang. I've got comfrey. I've got like weeds and other things all around my property that I can use for nitrogen. But as far as like the potassium and the phosphorus, and calcium, this is what I had in mind when I came up with root and fruit. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what's in it. 3 basic ingredients. I'll show you how I make it. And, I'm going to try this voiceover thing to see how it comes out. So y'all bear with me. I'm not, all that great with the camera still. And hopefully, y'all will get something from it. I don't believe in secrets, so I'm good revealing it. Like, I don't feel like I'm going to gain anything by not telling anybody something. But keep in mind that just like bone meal, it's not a fast release fertilizer. Now, root and fruit is a soil builder. You know what I mean? So it feeds the soil as well as your plants, but I'm not going to say it's slow release like, other granular type of fertilizers like your 10-10-10s and things like that. It breaks down faster than that, but it doesn't break down and get taken up as fast as like the liquid-based fertilizer. But I mean, it's still, it's still a fertilizer, it's still a soil builder, and it's still something that'll help. So y'all take a look at this and, let me know what you think in the comments. Peace.
All right, so the first thing we do is in a pot of water, I put chicken bones and eggshells. And as you can see, I boil them. Now I boil them twice. The first time I boil them to get them soft, get the meat and the cartilage off, and then I rinse them. And yeah, I put the eggshells in there with the bones. Then we put them in a pot of clean water and we boil them again. Then we go through rinsing everything over again. If there's any excess meat or cartilage, we get that off as well. And then everything goes on a baking sheet to be placed in the oven. I usually bake it for about an hour at 350. And this is what it looks like after it gets baked. Dry, you gotta make sure that the moisture is out. Now we're putting it in the blender to blend it up. And you want to blend it up fine to where everything looks like a powder. So here you can kind of see that it's a powdery substance. So I blend it up for a while, generally about 3 minutes or so. So now we're getting started into the third ingredient, which, if you can guess it, we are gonna add some ash, wood ash. So I'm starting a fire. I don't use like lighter fluid or gasoline when I do my fires for this thing. And I'm just using cotton balls and Vaseline and lighting it. And as you can see, we've got a fire going. We just let the wood burn down. And I added logs and wood and let it burn for hours. Just let it burn all the way down. Now this process, as far as burning, you can use this if you're doing biochar as well. And again, even with that, I don't use gasoline or lighter fluid, just Vaseline and cotton balls, and I get it going. So as you can see, it's burning down to ash, and it's getting late. Now I'm putting the fire out only because I have to go pick camera lady from one of her dumb jobs, so I gotta go get her. And I didn't want to leave it burning while I was gone. But you know, it did what it needed to do. So here it is the following morning, we've got ash. Now you want to get like the chunks of charcoal out because the charcoal will absorb the nutrients, and you don't really want that. Now here's the here's the root and fruit. This is it has the shells and the bones in it right now. So I'm just mixing it up. You want to make sure you get as much moisture out as possible because it will get clunky. So I'm just mixing everything up. And now with my ashy hands, I'm taking out the chunks, and then I'll add the ash to the eggshells and the bones, and then I'll mix it all up. Now, and those are the 3 ingredients. So it's nothing complicated. It's just 3 ingredients that'll give your plants what they need. And here I'm feeding it to some of my tomato plants. There's one of my tomato plants that's been struggling. So I'm giving root and fruit to like all my tomato and squash plants, my melons and everything. I've watered in it already. I didn't show that part. But now I'm just kind of putting mulch over it, you know, just so that it doesn't blow away and it gets absorbed as the wood chips break down. And that's pretty much it, family. That's the root and fruit. So comment below. Let me know what you think. And I appreciate you watching. Peace.